Hey guys, this is Light, and welcome to my tier list update video. If you haven't watched my first video, I would highly recommend doing so because I go through and explain the tiers and most of the units' purpose in this meta. But for the update videos, I'm only going to be talking about units that are new or units that had their placements changed since my last video. So yeah, biggest change is the addition of a new tier. So I believe Renac and Arunka are a new generation of broken units. And in the little text I wrote, broken in every game, every playstyle, and there is no reason to not pick them. So yeah, they are never bad picks. You can build them in different ways for your style. They don't care about Harseti, and they always have a huge impact in the draft or in the game. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like Arunka, this unit can either be like a damage dealer with Rocket Punch or MOAs, or it can just be a tank. It can just be the most annoying tank ever. It could have like Proof of Valor, it could have like Noble Oath, and just be like insanely tanky and unkillable. Like her passive just makes the game like really unfun for the other person. So it's actually very difficult to draft AoE to kill her team. So like there's so much that can punish it. But yeah, extremely versatile unit, extremely strong. Yeah, she's just that good. She's never a bad pick. Honestly, never a bad pick. And it's gotten to the point where like I think she has like 99% presence in RTA right now. Like if you're not first pick, it really feels like you had to pre-ban her. She's that much of a menace. So yeah, easy S++ tier. There are not many units that hold a candle to her. She's just that broken. And then we have Renac. So this unit, similar to Arunka, but she's not as oppressive though. She doesn't have a game warping passive, and she's on the fragile side. Like I'll say this: the big difference between these two units is that Arunka is truly zero brain. Arunka is truly zero brain, zero skill. Just watch her do stuff. Cause like she's a passive bot. As long as she has her passive, she's always good. A big difference between these units. But like Renac, Renac's a bit harder. Renac's a bit harder because like if you want to play aggressive with Renac, you have to be really fast. You're vulnerable to speed. But it helps that she's 129 speed, so it's pretty easy to take the first turn with her. But also, like, even if you don't take first turn, Renac is really good as a tank kind of thing. Like she have like 20k HP, and every time she uses her S2, she gets another like 5k HP. And like she's just an unkillable menace that's going to murder you as the game goes on, right? Because like she continually makes your team weaker, it makes herself stronger. And her S3 does so much damage. And there's only one unit in the game that kind of mitigates her damage, and that's Fallen Cecilia. So yeah, really versatile unit. You can make her 320 speed. You can make her not 320 speed. You can make her a lot slower. And yeah, she's really flexible, really strong, really high priority, just like Arunka. And like she's actually really decent into Arunka too. She's one of the only units that is decent into Arunka. Which means you run into like these really awkward situations where like, what if someone has first pick and they pre-ban Renac and then they pick Arunka, and then you have nothing to answer the Arunka with. Like the balance of power is so messed up right now that people are doing that stuff. And also there are a handful of people who are starting to pre-ban Fallen Cecilia, and then like, how do you mitigate the Renac damage? You kind of can't. It's a really weird position for the game right now, because these units are just so much stronger than everything else. It's really bad. But all good. It'll fix itself. It'll fix itself as like more strong units are released that are on their level, also known as power creep. But yeah, very good units for every playstyle. And besides that, we have Fallen Cecilia moving up to S plus tier from S tier because Fallen Cecilia is good against almost every opener in the game. Like, Fallen Cecilia mitigates Renac damage, she mitigates Arunka Rocket Punch damage, she mitigates Payra Tooth damage, she mitigates Lua, she mitigates Lua's S2 damage from her buff, and she mitigates Emo Luna, and also Emo Luna is scared to press S3 because FCC can throw the buffs back. So yeah, FCC, I'm gonna put her much higher because she is a very relevant pick, but also also people are doing like some really toxic drafts where they take FCC, right? And then they'll pick Payra and Lua with her, and then their damage will be unmitigated while FCC protects them, which is really toxic. And same thing with Renac. Like, people will take FCC and then proceed to pick the units that FCC counters, and then you have a gigantic headache because there's nothing else. They took the only thing that mitigates like these openers. So like what can you do? So yeah, there's all that kind of imbalance. Like, FCC is really strong. FCC is really strong if you're good at abusing openers. Yeah, that's a thing. And let's see, what else? Well, what else did we move? Oh yeah. Dark Aiden got buffed. She got an EE. It makes her really strong. It makes her the strongest damage dealer in Harsetti matchups. If you proc her vigor, she is going to slap you silly. And if there's Harsetti, she's pretty much guaranteed to proc. And what people do is they take the lifesteal on the S1 EE, and then they build her super high damage on destruction set, and she just slaps people. She's really strong. I really wish I had her. I'd lose to every single Aiden. Like, she's just that good. She's really that good. But yeah, unfortunately, she's only good in Harsetti games though. She is honestly really only good in Harsetti games because you had to build her really slow for more stats because her base stats suck. But she's just built for Harsetti games, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, and then I also moved C Armin and Blue Cow down because, like, out of all these mitigation knights, I think C Armin and Blue Cow are like the weakest out of all of them. Like, all these knights have a purpose, but like these two definitely fell off. And honestly, that is about it. There's not much else to say. Like, every unit has a purpose down here. And like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Hope it was helpful. Remember to check out my previous tier list video for explanations on everything else. So yeah, have a good day. Thank you for watching.